Push them through the feed.
It says,
We are actually live. We are waiting for one other person. We're waiting for one other person. And I'm muting your mic for a minute. I'm going to say some stuff tonight, y'all. And I really don't care how you feel. I really don't care what you think. You're going to judge me regardless. So I'm going to let you know how I feel tonight, okay? Yeah. I'm sick of grown-ass crazy people acting stupid and being disrespectful. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Jacob!
Yeah, we made it. Yeah, I'm
yes.
here right now.
All right.
Our brother. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Now,
we made it.
I gotta do this. I gotta give you a solo shout out.
All right.
Everybody,
Hey.
this is my brother, Jacob Joy.
That's
All
right.
the way from
Good.
Nigeria, the motherland. They
Whoop,
can
Mhm.
whoop, whoop,
only see
whoop.
you right now,
Hello.
Jacob.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. I'm so glad to be part of this.
They
All
can only
right.
see you. They can hear us, but they can only see you. So I just
Oh,
want to say thank you. I know we 6 hours apart. We're gonna get
yeah.
this conversation topic. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna quit it. So
Mhm.
it's morning time where you at. Good morning, Jacob.
Good. Yeah,
And
actually,
Jacob is
right
you
now
living in
is
the future.
You can say that again.
I'm
The
You
a,
are
voice,
I'm
and
a
I
mute.
need to
I'm a
officially
mute both
greet
of y'all.
you. hmm
Go ahead.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to
Say
say
what.
hello to the voice. To the voice. How's the day been?
Can't you see him?
hmm Uh, I want to say hello to you as well,
Hey,
Mama
our
Lisa. How are
brother.
you doing?
Oh shoot, his mic
hmm
is still muted. My bad. No, his mic is not muted.
Oh,
See, that's the dumb crap I'm talking about. That is the dumb crap I'm talking about.
It's
Well,
not dumb. It's just a
we
little.
we thank it's very good that
he-
we made it this evening.
here's the Christian
Oh yeah.
woman. Here's
Uh
the
huh.
Christian woman with some go-go room.
Woo. No,
Okay?
that's right. That's right. Yeah,
And I don't care what people got to say.
And not
they
drink it
could go to
straight.
hell.
Tonic water.
They can go. They can go to hell.
That's where they're gonna go
For
because they judgmental as hell. All right, so
hmm
we could just chit chat for a few and see if anybody else gonna come in. But if not, we're gonna get it started and they can see it later. How about that?
It'll work.
It's been for like 2 weeks now. We've been trying to, have this done, but thank God we finally made it now.
Yeah. Look. Let's do this right now. Lord, forgive us for what we about to say. You already knew this day was gonna happen, but we get ready to go
hmm
ham on your phony people that want to be so judgmental.
That's not right.
It's not.
Nobody is perfect. Mm-mm.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I'm gonna show the world tonight. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I ain't perfect. He perfect. But I'm gonna show y'all how I
Mhm.
feel about what y'all just did.
And
Okay, so
we only live by the grace.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so don't get mad. Don't get mad. I respond to all comments. I will. I like all
Right.
comments. I give everybody a heart. even if I don't like what you say. But guess what, y'all? I think, and I'm going to say it like this, I think it's a goddamn shame that a grown man gonna go and record a conversation between him and his father and then put it out for the world to see.
Go ahead. Yeah, 'cause I got something to say about it.
I think it's a shame. First of all, you're a grown man. If you didn't like how your father raised you, when you got grown, you could have separated yourself and never dealt with him again. But for you to come at your father or mothers like that, I got a problem with it. Because you say you're a grown-ass man, but you acting like a little boy.
That's a weak man.
We as parents work hard. We're not perfect. We don't have handbooks. Some of us don't even have help to raise y'all. And we go out of our way to give and provide for y'all. And then y'all turn around and give us y'all ass to kiss. Well, guess what? Tonight, kiss my ass. Because you ain't as grown as you think you are. You ain't as grown. You should never treat your parents like that. You should
when you
never.
grow, you should have common sense upstairs.
You should never. This thing hit me in my gut since I heard that when his son said, and then Kirk Franklin, the church came after him, being judgmental. The church need to shut up because they're going to go to hell. You're not supposed to judge people. And because of Kirk Franklin apologizing to people, you know what, Kirk Franklin, I wouldn't apologize to them. I'd have told them just like you told your son, shut the F up. Mind your business. Because if you say you perfect, you tell a lie. If you say you don't sin, you tell a lie. And now, my brothers, I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to let y'all have at it. Because I've said what I had to say. Raising two boys. And my son did that to me. Told me he was a grown-ass man. Well, guess what? He's a grown man because I don't deal with him. Y'all have.
Well, this is what I'm going to be saying about this part because it doesn't make any sense. Anytime you're going to have a grown man sit up there and say, I can do and I did and everything, but you still live in a little boy's world. He going to record his father and set it out like that? That's a weak one. Now, I've seen it done on court stuff and all that, but hey, that's something else. But no, you don't sit there and record your father or record your mother and expect to get favoritism from out of that. You're not going to get any favoritism from that at all. And
that's wrong.
It doesn't make any sense. You can't do such things. You cannot sit there and be raised by your parent, grandparent, guardian, and then you'll turn your back on them and give them the finger. I'm sorry, I don't do that. I don't do that. My parents raised me a certain way, and they said, this is how you treat people. Written in the Bible, it says for you to help your parents for your days will be longer. I'm not quoting it directly, but word by word. But honor thy mother and thy father, for your days will be longer upon the earth.
That's what it says.
Honor them.
And not only them, anybody who is old enough to be the father or a mother should be honored and respect. Treat with respect as well.
Yeah. They're still on the milk. They're not on the meat. And what you guys say about that, Jacob? I know the culture over there, far as kids.
Come on, my brother.
And parental raising is different over there. So how would that be handled over there?
I'm getting ready to put your picture up. Go on.
if it is over here, a family meeting will be summoned. The elders of the family have to assemble from
Mm.
far and near, and the boy has to be present, and he don't even have to say a word when his father is talking because his father will not lie on him. So he have to be sober,
Hmm.
and after everybody must have said what they wanna say, he he will apologize to his father and to the entire family, and he will be also be put under some punishment as the Africa culture warrants. And if a child wants to be rebellious, he doesn't want to go by the rules and the regulation of the family, which is naturally the tradition of the community, then they could disown him
Mm.
being a son.
Mm.
Yeah, of course. But before they disown him, they must have made sure that this is a lost boy, is not ready to, you know, come back, come to his senses. They will tell him, you know what? You are no longer bear the name of this family because we don't want anyone who will bring shame to this family.
That's right.
And
Wow.
that's it.
So
And
so
when I
so
and this is serious, until the boy probably go to the world and tested how it is to be out there. When he sees the real world, and if he wants to come back to apologize to the family, he's not gonna do that alone. He
mm,
probably have to call the elders. And the elders will not just sit alone. He has to buy some things. Yeah,
mm.
like there's a cultural drink here we call palm wine. You probably, yeah, that's true. He probably will get a palm wine with a shinap. There,
Okay.
there is a hot, there is a drink as well. That's in a traditional way. It even have to go to the extent of we have a king. Yeah, like the Franklin.
Right.
He's a very notable person in the society.
Mm-hmm.
So the king has to come in. Yeah,
Mm.
and if the son wants to be completely rebellious, you know what? He's not going to have access to contest for anything in the society. He's not going to be able to, run anything political.
Right.
They're not going to allow him to pick the ticket. There's
Mm.
a lot of things he will be banned from doing. They might
Oh.
even deny him of him getting married because they say, you know
Wow.
what, we're not gonna give you our daughter because you are not a kind of person that should hold. You're not responsible enough to take care of our daughter because naturally you are cursed.
Mm. So
So
so so
these are the things involved if one try to be rebellious or a child trying to be disrespectful. There's a lot of danger in it.
mm.
Mhm.
So let me get an understanding of what you're saying. Okay. Not just for me, but some others that are out there. It almost mirrors the thing of the prodigal child, or prodigal son. It's in
That's
the
right.
Bible. And
Hmm.
there's a lot of, oh boy, honor for what you're saying within that's happening there. Honor and shame. They're taking away your name. their
Right. The family's name. The
yeah.
family's name.
Wow. What it's the last thing they take away from you, or uh or 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 um or the first name, the like the father of, and they say like, no, you're no longer the father of, you're just you. Is that what that
Now,
is?
in this point, the father even might not be able to make some decision. The
Oh,
elders of the biological father might not even be able to make some decision when it comes to the society now. When the family involved, the elders, that is the elders of the family, they make decision because they believe that the father is still under that family. And
ah,
the family's name, the reputation of the family's name matters a lot.
And you know what? I said I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna say nothing, but I believe that is why allegedly Kurt Franklin apologized. But I feel he don't owe nobody no apology. But
no.
because
Not
of
at
his
all.
name and his legacy in the music industry, industry the music
Industry.
world, there you go. And also in the church, he felt bad. But the man was hurt. I'm sitting here now fighting back tears, just remembering how I felt. I'm talking about what my son said to me 10 years ago.
Hmm.
Since I've heard what his son said to him, it hit me in my gut. So now I'm exposing it as well as a mother who did all she could do. My children ain't one for nothing. But for you to tell me you're a grown A man, okay, look, I'm
Hmm.
not here to judge nobody. I don't care. I don't care if you gay. I don't care if you single and shacking up. I don't care. You understand me? I don't care. But do not judge me. Because the Bible says that you're not supposed to judge unless you want to be judged. And the only person is the
That's
judge
right.
is Jesus Christ. And I'm not Jesus Christ. So don't do it.
Let me say
One.
something real quick.
Mhm.
There is a saying here: a child doesn't grow in his parents, you know, eyes. No matter how grown you think you are still a baby as far as your parents are concerned. You don't tell your parent you're a grown man now. No, that's disrespectful. Over here, you dare not say that to your parent in the eyeball, like, I'm a grown man now. What? Where were you when they were babysitting you? Why don't you say that? Where were you when they have to take you to the kindergarten and all of that? Where were you when they have
Mhm.
to wash, remove the napkin? Is it now you want to tell us you are a grown man? You can never be grown where your
Oh
parents are.
no.
You are still a
I,
baby no matter how old you are. The
mhm.
person thinks you is.
uh,
But the
I
truth is
I
that the culture is different. Like you guys in the Western world, there are some things that you give room to that is not supposed to. Imagine a father will whip his son or daughter, and the next thing the the daughter will go to the police and make a report. Hey, where is that done? You have to go back to the police station, and that's where you be staying. Hmm. No, you don't report your parent except it goes beyond maybe molesting or assault or things like that. But maybe a parent try to correct their children by whipping them. I still have some mark because when I remember. Okay, let me tell you this. What happened when I was in the kindergarten? You know, my mom, she kept some money under the pillow, and I have to go deduct some in order for me to buy a candy, during the break in school. So when she noticed that I took her money, she when she noticed, she never say a word to me until late at night when I want to sleep. They already prepare, the hot whip they're gonna use on me, and they prepare as well. Pepper. They got pepper, and
Mhm.
and when I'm sleeping, they just tap me. Hey boy, wake up! Of course, nowhere to run to. The door is locked. The door is locked. Yeah, and they have to design. Can you see this? Can you see this sign? There's a sign on my hand. I'm trying to show you. You see, they have to cut my hand little by little, and they rub this pepper on it, and it's very pepperish.
Mm,
Yes, I have to pay for what I did, and
mm,
that makes me not to. I'm still. This happened when I was about 7 or 8, but I cannot forget it.
mm.
You see,
It
because
it's
it's
he.
thinking my brain. I remember that night vividly, the way I was being beaten. They
Hmm.
say, this is how you're gonna end up picking another person's own out there, and you're gonna bring a shame to this family, because
Right.
Africa, we respect the name of the family so much. Mhm.
Hmm.
So that's
Right.
why that name has to be protected. I mean, the last name, that's the father's name. Of course, my father's name is Jacob. So
Hmm.
that name has to be protected. You say, oh, this is Jacob's son. Look at, he done something bad. And if
Right.
it is something good, they say, yes, this is Jacob's son. And
Hmm.
the father will always say, I'm proud of my son. But if the son is a wayward son, or they say no, the son is for his mother. They say this is his mother's son. But if he's a good boy, it's for the father. It's just like an adage over, you know, over here. But what I'm saying in essence is that the
uh,
kind of the kind of discipline we're exposed to over here, we thank God that we got it, because it really helped our life. Yeah, it
mm,
makes us not never to go. Of course, there are other children, maybe the ones that is opportune to come over to the Western world, and then they come back, then they become Americanized. They're
Yep.
trying to act like the
Don't
ones
I
over there in America, or at the same time, the ones who watch the movie and see that no, the parent dare not raise their hands on the children and stuff like that. Of course,
mm,
even the Western world is trying to spoil the upcoming children over here, because they emulate the people from the Western world,
right.
and they're trying to eradicate the culture of the motherland, which is very wrong. Because, like, if I see my father, as long as he's my father or my grandfather, I have to, like, go on I have to prostrate to tell him welcome, sir, or good morning, sir. And if it's a lady, she has to go on her knee to say a word of greetings to her mother. But only few does that these days. But these things is not, because it's trying to tell you who you are, and you have a culture where you're coming from.
Right.
And when
Yeah.
other people see that culture, it's interesting. Other people will like, wow, so this still exists. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. But I'm not in support of any child being rebellious, even go to the extent of taking a family matter on the record, publish it to the whole world. Oh,
Hmm.
damn, this is too big.
Yeah. Yeah. It did. When I was a little boy and I saw my father jack up two of his offsprings, two of them. Chastised one. Okay. I was the first one that he jacked up, that my father did. And he got me straight. I was like 9 years old. Grabbed me by the collar of my shirt and he said, "Don't you ever do that again." Okay, what I did, I'm only me, him, my family members, and God know what I did. But he said, "Don't you ever do that again." And they did it to one of my other brothers, and verbally chastised him and said, "Don't you ever do that again." And he did it to the youngest of my brothers and jacked them up and said, "Don't you ever do that again." He got each and every one of us boys straight. And by saying, "Don't you ever do that again." The time he did each and every one, he had a cane in his hand. He had a cane in his hand. And
that's right. Because they say, spare the rod and spoil the child. When you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
So, we are made. God punish us for what we do wrong. Our parents punish us for what we do wrong. You know, but if you don't mold them while they're young, condition them while they're young, you're gonna have problems with them when they get older. And back to dealing with Kirk Franklin, he owes no one no apology for what he has to do against his son. Any of his no parent should have to apologize for what they have to do for their son. I remember when I was in the market one time, and there was his mother beating his son out in public. And a couple of people going, "No, don't beat him." And several other people were like, "No, let it happen." What? Yeah. Yes, no, let it happen. I was one of them. Let it happen. Let that child get what he deserves. That child should not have done what he did.
That's right. That's right.
But you got those people that's like, "No, don't do that." Those are the ones that never squeeze the child out. I'm not the one that squeezed the child out, but what I'm saying is conditioning of a child.
I didn't play with my boys. If you did something wrong,
you got it.
And I didn't care who seen it. I didn't care what nobody say. And now that they are 34 and 29, guess what? I still don't care what they have to say. Because guess what? Now they have children.
And they have to deal with that.
They did to their mother. Their children are going to give it back to them. That's what the Bible says.
Now, oh man, what was I going to say? Oh, my mother, and as a mother, you as a mother, Miss Lisa.
Lisa.
Huh?
Where's Jacob?
Wait till he come back, or keep going, or what? I'll keep it going a bit. Whatever comes in here will be used as a means of discipline. Okay. When I was coming up, it was the shoe, belt, the paddle from the bat and ball thing, the little thing which you had a little ball attached to the string. When that string broke, that became an instrument of discipline. The no longer good extension cord, that became an instrument of discipline. Of course, the switch, instrument of discipline. A mother will use anything as an instrument of discipline against their child. And the majority of the time, you can't. You only can go but so far on disciplining your child, and you only can go so far on not disciplining your child. And it's always best to discipline your child. Children of privilege, you see them on the news most of the time. What happens? They out there, they come on, they commit some type of crime. They're out there, they rob, steal, murder someone else and think they're going to get away, or believe they're going to get away because of the privilege that they have. No, you shouldn't do that. Child who brought up with a lot of money, who's in the spotlight, or their parents are in the spotlight, you don't do that. No child should do that. I repeat.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
After listening to the video, do you feel he owed his son an apology or the church an apology?
No.
I don't either.
The son was wrong. I mean, where was the son? And I agree with Jacob. Where was the son? And it's just like in the Bible. If you really think about it, where were you when I was changing your diapers? Where were you when I was bathing you? Where were you when I was making sure that you had food on the table, a roof over your head? Where were you when I put clothes on your back? That's the message that Kirk Franklin has for his son. That's the message Kirk Franklin has for his congregation at the church. And every parent in that congregation should understand that. Some of the members of that congregation will definitely understand that. Because in the church, it's divided up into what? You got your families, you have your singles, and you have your youth. Those three are the ones that are at the church. And you got those who sit there and go, I can't believe he got those words coming as well. It happens. He was a regular person before he stepped into the eyes of God. Okay, he slipped. We all slip. He apologized. Yeah, okay. Did he mean it? Okay, yeah, he meant it from the bottom of his heart because of his standings that he built up over the years. But at the same time, he is human. Blood. He puts his pants on the same way I do. He puts it on the exact same way I do. He puts his pants on the same way that every congregational man in there does. He breathes the same air that everyone in that church breathes.
I'm trying to get Jacob back on.
Okay. And I find that amazing how the culture that Jacob was talking about, how the name is removed. That child, that son has to everything cool.
Click on the link. Yeah, for some reason he was kicked out. I don't know why.
Okay. I'll wait for him to come back on. Before I continue.
I don't know why I kicked him out.
Well, the timetable for him over there, or
He said the link is not connecting. It's always technical difficulties. Always, always, always.
your mic is muted.
In 2021, nobody should be judging nobody. 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 And for those that judge, have at it. But like I said, I don't care what people do. I don't care how they do it. People always say, "Oh, don't judge me." People always say, "Don't judge me. Don't judge me."
But it's
Why is it telling him that? I'm listening.
Okay. Well, what I was saying was that a parent should not be going through what they're going through with their child, and the children of privilege should not be doing what they're doing to their parents, especially them. Even so what, you were blessed with money. Guess what? You're going to die without it. You came into it. You're not going to have it forever. There are some people that became ones with money and end up losing it all for one reason or another.
He's back.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a, it was as a result of the
Okay. All right.
Technical. We always have technical difficulties, and I be trying to use this computer degree. I don't know why you got kicked out. I don't know, but we still here. So
Well,
what you got to say?
this is what I'm going to say real quick. I agree with. I was amazed as well about the culture there uh, with you, Jacob, and what happens to the child, especially the son of a family, which he's supposed to be a representative of that family, and he goes out and does what he does and shames the family. That's a strip. Yeah, the name is stripped away. The No one else is going to take you in, far as a
What
husband.
happened?
Hello.
Are you serious?
I'll let him talk next time he comes back on. Maybe that will help. Let him get his thoughts out. And I thought I was trying to get my thoughts out real quick. Well, I'll wait till he pops back up again. The stripping of one's name, that's the shame to the family. It doesn't. It shouldn't. It's not good. I know if any of my boys will sit up there and shame the family and have their name stripped by people outside the family, because that's exactly what he's saying. The elders of the family are the ones that do the discipline of the so-called man of the house, the offspring of the father, and what that does is that when one child does it, the son of that house does it, everyone knows about it. If someone does something like that here in this city, and the elders place that in the papers, everyone knows about it. Either the next day, and the way things are going now, you have the media, the social media, everyone's gonna know about it. They're gonna have your name, your picture. It's like America's Most Wanted, but this will be America's most shamed, because no one's gonna take you. No woman's gonna take you unless there's another woman of shame, and that's gonna be a thing right there. That's a whole new order. Questions of can I trust you to do that? Can this be something that happens for you and I? We're both people of shame.
Okay.
We're both sons and daughters shame.
Jacob got kicked off.
So my question to those out there in the media, the world, could you have a son or daughter of shame? Because that's exactly what Kirk Franklin's son has done. He has shamed his father, and Kirk Franklin, you owe no apology to no one.
Nope.
That's how I feel about that as well. Because I watched it, I was like, what?
Nope.
I mean, he lost his religion a little bit. Okay.
You know what? He was a man first. Kirk Franklin was a boy, a baby. He was a seed. He was a baby, a man, a boy, and then a man.
Right.
And ain't nobody perfect. He don't owe no church no apology for his disrespectful ass son. I'm sorry.
His son does. His son need to come up and be a man and say, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry to church. He need to go to that church as well and apologize for his attitude, for starting his father up
whoever the church people are. Church
Yeah.
people,
He is the spark
shut
of
your
that
mouth.
thing.
Keep your mouth off of people and their families. Because you in your house doing things I'm sure you ain't supposed to do. Sin is sin, okay? So one may cuss, one may gossip, one may fornicate, one may steal, one may lie. It's all a sin. Shut up.
It is said that each person has done something that is offensive against God, one way or another. And our thing
Jacob,
is,
Jacob, Jacob!
okay, yeah, here we go.
See you coming in.
Come on, Jacob.
Yeah, you pop back up.
Come on, Jacob. Sorry, I'm sounding like Ebenezer Scrooge right there. Jacob.
Can you hear us, Jacob? It's all dark. Well, we know you here.
Yeah.
And it is 8:40, 9:40, 10:40, 11:40, 12:40, 1:40. It's 1:40 in the morning, Jacob. We thank you.
Yeah. He got to give himself
Back out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably part of the conditions that is going over there. But I enjoy talking with him and learning. Every time he comes on, we learn something new about our brothers and sisters over there. He brings light to what's happening with the culture, a different perspective of how things are from us and them meaning Nigeria, the Nigerian culture. And I never knew that. And I'm happy that he does what he does. Yes, indeed. So, on that note,
He said he's still trying to come on.
okay, while he's doing that, I'm going to say this. To those who are out there, if you like what you're hearing, please hit that like button. If you enjoy what we're doing, also share that with others. Also, subscribe. And also, we have an account listening as well. Funding.
Who is we?
We do. The $, always sassy. I think that's what it is.
Don't just shut your mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't. Every time I told y'all, every time we get on here, the voice always talking about something he don't know what you're talking about. Anywho.
Anyway, we like it. Smash that. Hit that. Smash those buttons. Tell everyone that you like to tell them what's going on. Let them know, like, hey, this is what's going on in Nigeria. This is what we found out from the voice and Lisa Jones, and we are here live Mondays and not Mondays. I'm sorry. We're here live Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. With technical difficulties, we cannot. We're trying to work with these things. We managed to get, as you just saw, 3 people on at one time. And beforehand, it was only just Lisa Jones, and you just hear me in the background. Now you're capable of seeing me as well. Isn't that nice? So do that, and tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your coworkers everything you need to, everything that you're learning here. It's not just about a lot of yelling and screaming and everything. It's educational as well. We can talk about things that you like to talk about as well. To put it in comments of how you feel and what you like to hear, and what you're hearing today. Let us know how you feel and what's being spoke of, and we will do our best to address that and let you know what our favorite drinks are. Mine's tonic water. And I drink that straight. And I like drinking the tonic water. It's that bubbly, sweet, not sweet, but tarty taste. Everyone drinks it with something else. I don't drink it with nothing else. I take that bad boy as it is.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't care. I believe this. Jesus already know. I don't care what man think. I'm gonna have my drink from time to time, and if you don't like it, guess what? You ain't got to be around me. I don't care, because I don't care. After listening to that footage, audio that was linked,
oh yeah,
has me in a headspace. Really, I don't care what you Bible thumpers have to say. I don't care. You understand me? I don't care, because nobody's perfect. And if we all had cameras in each other's house and we all could see what each other was doing, you all doing something you ain't supposed to do. So shut it up. Shut it up. I've been pissed off since. Because in 2021, with all these people dying, we should be showing love. We should not be still judging one another. We shouldn't be judging nobody for nothing, except for not putting your face mask on and washing your hands. We should not be judging nobody for nothing else.
That's right. That's right.
This is a time we should be coming together and supporting one another and letting the past be the past. If someone offends you, don't be disrespectful about it. If you can't talk and you can't communicate and you can't work it out, just walk away. Walk away and just leave well enough alone. But it just for me, it just brought back some memories. And then when Jacob even said about the pepper, it took me back to when I was a child, okay? And I used to suck my thumb. That thumb was good, okay? And my aunt, my grandmother's sister, used to put hot pepper on my thumb and then say, now put it back in your mouth. She'd be like, oh, okay. She gonna keep doing it. So she soaked my thumb in hot pepper. I could feel that hot pepper. And then she said, put it in your mouth. I bet you I stopped sucking my thumb. I ain't fuss at her. I ain't cuss her out. I ain't called the police on her. I went home and told my grandmother, I don't want to go over your sister's house no more. My grandmother said, why would you do? I said, I was sucking my thumb. And she soaked my thumb in
hot sauce.
Raw cut up peppers.
Oh.
And made me put my thumb back in my mouth. My grandmother said, well, you stopped sucking your thumb? I said, while I was there.
Okay.
My grandmother said, you're going to learn. She said, hard head make a soft tail. You're going to learn. Yeah, well, sucking my thumb caused me to get 4 braces. 4 braces. And when I got them at the age of 13, the dentist told me that eventually my gap would open back up. And that's it. That's the reason, because of me sucking my thumb, and then it pushed my teeth, you know.
Push your teeth out.
Yeah, so anyhow, oh my God, I really enjoyed Jacob tonight. It was a wonderful topic. Yep, I got hot and heated.
Eye opener.
Say what you got to say. I even put up the email. If you want to say something on the email and you don't want nobody else to know, I don't care. I that is how I feel in 2021. I don't care what you people think about me, because you ain't Jesus. And as long as I have a relationship with the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, y'all ex a une. That's how I feel. Y'all don't matter. Because I already asked for forgiveness before I came on here, because my heart was so heavy and I knew I was going to go off on this subject, because I've been going off on this subject since it started. Stop being so damn judgmental. Y'all always want to talk about what somebody else doing. Well, why didn't y'all just pray and keep your mouth shut? He better than me, because I ain't apologizing to nobody to see this video. I'm not. Take it like that in 2021. You come at me and you go, this how you gonna get it. You can't keep being nice to people and letting people walk all over you and then say, oh, I'm gonna pray for you. No, pray for yourself. Because what I'm doing in public, you doing secretly. So don't do that. Don't do that. That's why I got an issue with going to church now. The pastor up there talking about, y'all ladies, y'all single. Y'all shouldn't be sleeping around, and you up here sleeping with a man. Don't do that. And I refuse to name drop, but don't do it. And you got a whole wife at home. And it's all over the news what pastors are doing. How they messing with children. But the church need to shut up. They need to shut up. They need to dust this off and go back in there and find you ain't got a heaven or a hell to put nobody in. Leave that man alone. I support everything he did, Kirk Franklin. I support you 1,000%.
Kirk Franklin.
From a mother who raised 2 boys. You didn't know nobody, no apology. But you may be in a better place than I am. Where, you got maybe to protect yourself or, protect yourself, because of the judgment of the church. But guess what? The church ain't doing a damn thing for me. Okay? And I ain't got to protect myself with no church. So again, Kirk Franklin, I met you, oh my God, maybe about 25 years ago. You were wonderful. You ministered to us. It was you, Yolanda Adams, Hezekiah Walker, rest in peace, Bishop Eddie Long, in Atlanta, Georgia. I will never forget how you treated us. I'll never forget that. And what you didn't know was when you ministered about brokenness, you were speaking to me. You were speaking to me. And probably some other people. But that's why I made it my business afterwards to come thank you personally for your message. Yeah. That's why I did that. So, hey, people just need to shut up.
It's everyone has done something, like I said, offensive to God. And we're all going to face that one day. No matter how big or how small. Just like the thief on the cross next to Jesus, when he asked for forgiveness, Jesus said, "You will find paradise with me. All you have to do is not to offend God any more than what you're doing now." Don't have a list of things next to your name. Stop. No matter what it is. Stop.
Repent, mind your business. Signifying worse than stealing, gossiping worse than cheating. It's all a sin. Stop judging people. You wonder why people don't want to come to church. For a long time, I used to say that's wrong. I don't understand why people don't want to come to church. Guess what? I ain't going to nobody church. Y'all are too damn judgmental. You judge the single mothers. You judge the
No.
the LGBTQ community. Y'all are so judgmental, but some of y'all pastors are doing, y'all part of the community. And I don't care, but don't be judgmental about it. If you're doing what I'm doing, shut up. You pray for you and I pray for me and leave it at that, damn it. I'm done.
Go.
I'm done.
What we have here, Doc Lisa Jones, is to make sure that what has happened to Kirk Franklin and his son, mothers, fathers out there, continue doing what you're doing. Because I know if my parents, I'm saying just like this, my parents are no longer here. But what I'm going to do, say, if they were still here, they would get me if I did what this happened. And Kirk Franklin, continue doing what you're doing to your son. He is still your son.
Keep loving on them. That's all you can do. That's like my boys. I continue to love on them, but I ain't putting up with that mess. I'm not. I will not tolerate it. I mean, it's hurtful. It's hurtful for real. No joke. It's hurtful. And no parent should have to go through that.
No.
But you know what I noticed? I said I was dumb, but I just thought about this. You know what I noticed? It seemed like the children who were sent home, some children who mom and dad or whichever parent raised them, sat home and collected welfare, food stamps, Section 8. Oh, those children treat their parents well. But the parents who went out there and worked and made sure that they had everything above and beyond, your untitled, ungrateful ass children. I should have sat home on welfare. I should have got Section 8. I should have got food stamps. Maybe you would appreciate me better. So to all them parents out there who bust your tail to make sure your children had everything they needed and wanted, watch out. Because the day you tell them no, they coming at you. They coming at you. And guess what, y'all? This is Doc Lisa Jones and The Voice. I have attached the email. If you want to come at me, come on. She ready. Good night.
Good night.